r/1000lbsisters. Jeanine Sellers says, my sister got me a Amy and Tammy inspired day cake. 3. Included photo. Looked of Trash 8919 says, should say happy birthday, Bizach, lol, how they always refer to each other lol. Aurora's Crown says, happy birthday, did you drink a diet soda after eating it? Papragratis says, if you didn't eat that whole cake in one sitting, then you're not really a fan. Happy birthday. Daisy 8 says, yummy looking cake. Massive Peanut 7111 says, looks yummy too. Lazai Algarabir says, what kind of cake? Marion Berry Silver 335 says, it's gorgeous and looks yummy. What is a Tammy inspired cake? Hua Marjorie says, neat, I like the use of layers and shape. Burning and Churning says, gorgeous cake and have a happy birthday. r/1000lbsisters. Cactus Blute says, what song was playing when Amy had baby Glenn in that episode? Trying to find that song. Mrs. Dangles 04 says, Sandstorm by Darude. Kraken McCracken says, RV Satani. Own_strategy_4325 says, Shazam. Crunchy_cereal says, I thought his name was Glam. Looked of Trash 8919 says, probably something from a music library that production companies use. r/1000lbsisters. Enough_blueberry_549 says, you know what makes me sad? Is that the people in these shows haven't even tasted quality food. Food is so important to them, but I don't think they've had the joy of eating a dry-aged New York strip or visiting an omakase sushi restaurant. No cacio e peep, no foie gras, no lobster mac and cheese. Cessa Lemon Lime says, to people like Elon Musk and Bill Gates, you have never eaten quality good. Taste is relative. For what it's worth, the BBQ they eat on that show looks amazing. And I bet Amanda makes some bomb-ass sweet tea. Either_savings_7020 says, quality food isn't the same as high-cost food. I can have a quality tomato that I grew, or a quality egg from my chickens. Venison is probably better quality than the steak at a restaurant. Quality doesn't have to be so pinky up. Zesticlos_dog20to22 says, I feel like they have their own quality food though. Like they do eat a lot of junk, but it seems like Chris kinda knows what he's doing in and around a BBQ. Hot Saucer Cowabunga says, quality food is not expensive food. Quality food is not processed food or snacks. Quality food is made from scratch and is both healthy and delicious. Pipitha says, none of those things sound good to me. Sadai Ostrowski says, I can afford everything you just mentioned, but I don't eat it. It's not in my culture to eat that kind of food, minus lobster mac. Karmic Vision says, Chris's alligator was $125 per pound. Ahithmiah says, while I understand the intent of your post, I think you have to think about the people in question. They grew up with certain tastes, which we see in the food they order or make for themselves, when we even get to see what is there. We get a small peek. So, I think that the foods you mentioned might appeal to the average foodie who sees/hears about these things, but the slatterns might not like the funky taste of dry-aged meat or the mineral taste of liver. Plus, there is the price versus amount aspect. People who grew up poor cannot always justify a course of small pieces of fish/soup/etc. that cost $100 if they will not walk away satisfied. Food is not just about flavor or experience. In the end, people eat for hunger and satisfaction. Plus, food is cultural. They clearly enjoy the foods of their culture as seen through Chris making what looks like delicious barbecued and smoked meats. Of course, people can enjoy other cultures' foods, but they might not branch out to certain things without a push from a friend or a producer of the show. Edit, I forgot to mention as part of the cultural foods, gator. They love trying new and different meats and preparations of meat. r/1000lbsisters. Late Rain 1970 says, what is that round white disc on Amy's arm? Is it a diabetes monitor? I have tried to Google it, but have not been successful. The 1970s says, it's a glucose monitor for diabetes. I'm pretty sure it's a liver 2 sensor, my mom has one. Odd_jump 8445 says, freestyle liber, I had diabetes and used it. It's a CGM. OK_heart_2019 says, I wonder if she would stayed on the weight loss journey, not getting pregnant, if she could have gotten her diabetes under control. Plus she still eats like garbage. Valerian84 says, looks like a liver 2 sensor. Sparked says, continuous glucose monitor of freestyle liber, I'm type 1. But, they're also being used for weight loss. I'd guess she's diabetic though. Perfect_5th says, continuous glucose monitor, she is diabetic. Grandma's Fav PSW says, blood sugar detector. So they can scan her arm instead of pricking the finger for blood. Sedesgeral 1995 says, diabetes monitor, good on her for trying to get that under control. I've met a few PPL with diabetes and have a family member with type 1 and a lot of people don't take it as seriously as they should. Dean Amory says, I think it might be a contact point for her blood sugar monitor. It looks like my Mills. Tashley Me says, I'm assuming it's a blood sugar monitor. Instead of pricking your finger, you apply this. Has a needle on the disc, lasts 2 weeks, and use either a monitor or your phone to check your blood sugar whenever you want. I use the Freestyle Liver system. I don't know if the other brands look the exact same as the FS1, or if she's also using the FS1. Environmental at 322 says, they aren't only for type 1. Type 2 use CGM too. r/1000lbsisters. Alarming Trouble 9676 says, when did the SH@T hit the fan with Michael and Amy? The entire season seemed to be pointing to one of those reality TV setups where they talk about a problem and then TLC sends them to marriage counseling or brings in a specialist, for instance. The cleaners/organizers for Amy and Michael at their old apt, and they show the cast learning something. This year, on this show I never saw the come to Jesus moment, but once the season was over I learned Amy and Michael were headed for divorce. Related to this, when you're divorcing it's often recommended you not leave your primary dwelling. Without going down all the maneuvering wonders in a divorce or the actual legal ramifications, there is the idea that if you leave, you are seen as abandoning the house family. Again, I know there is way more to this in a legal sense, and I'm not trying to make this a legal case study, had enough of that during my law school days. Said 76 says, there were hints given. Like him just sitting around playing video games while Amy was in the hospital, then how he was portrayed at the picnic. Bizach Abroad 1961 says, my guess is when Michael saw the episode at the family picnic portraying him as lazy. The timing is about right. Amy claimed they fought over the kids appearing on the show. My guess is he doesn't want to be on the show anymore and doesn't want it to seem that Amy is working so hard with the kids. So he's demanding that the kids not appear on the show either. Punkpan the 16 says, My husband and I are now using the term sodas. Expert Plankton 853 says, not going to lie, I could see why Michael would be done with her shit in the family because they are overbearing and obnoxious at times. Amy whines a lot and can't seem to do much of anything without help from somebody. OK to 1145 says, I want to know something. Is there anybody behind the scenes of the show with enough gumption to tell Amy to buy bigger and longer shirts? Maybe some with sleeves in them. It just gripes my ass to see her big ol' belly hanging down, and who told her that blue/purple hair looks good on her? Whoever did should really be ashamed of themselves. Before anybody gets mad at my comments, let me say I'm no beauty queen, but I do cover up my problem areas, and I'm a redhead out of a bottle. Abrasive Rake 34 says, you are judgy. Good for you. Maybe she is just wearing what she feels comfortable in. Being bigger, shirts and sleeves are not comfortable. Why do you care what color her hair is, or what she looks like for that matter? Are you trying to have sex with her? Are you the one she lays next to at night? Okay, then stop being judgmental. That's all for this video. Was it good? I know not, for I'm a robot. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. This video is the product of an automated process.